Hello, friends. Today we will learn English through an inspiring story. This story will help you learn new words and sentences while improving your speaking and listening skills. Today's story is about a man who changed the world with his ideas. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. His journey teaches us that passion, failure, and hard work can lead to success. Let's begin. Steve Jobs was born on February 24, 1955, in San Francisco, California. His biological parents gave him up for adoption, and a kind couple named Paul and Clara Jobs adopted him. They gave him love and support. From a young age, Steve was curious. He loved electronics and spent hours working on gadgets in the garage. He wasn't a perfect student. He often got bored in class, but he had a sharp mind and loved learning things in his own way. As a teenager, he met a boy named Steve Wozniak, who also loved computers. They became good friends and would one day change the world together. After school, Steve went to college but dropped out after just one semester. He didn't want to waste his adoptive parents' money on subjects he didn't enjoy. Instead, he began learning what truly interested him, like calligraphy, which later helped shape Apple's beautiful designs. In 1976, Steve and Wozniak started Apple in Steve's garage. They created a small computer called the Apple I and sold it to local stores. Then came the Apple II, which was a big success. Apple grew quickly, and soon Steve Jobs was a millionaire. But the journey wasn't always smooth. In 1985, after a power struggle at Apple, Steve was forced to leave the company he started. He was heartbroken. Imagine being pushed out of your own dream. But instead of giving up, Steve used this time to grow. He started a new computer company called Next and also bought a small animation studio, Pixar. Pixar created hit movies like Toy Story, and Steve found success again. Meanwhile, Apple was not doing well without him. In 1997, Apple invited Steve back. This time, he brought big ideas. He introduced the iMac, iPod, iPhone, and iPad. Products that changed technology forever. Steve believed in thinking differently. He paid attention to small details and wanted technology to be simple and beautiful. His vision changed how we use computers, phones, and even music. People all over the world admired his creativity. But Steve's life wasn't just about success. In 2003, he was diagnosed with cancer. Even during his illness, he continued to work, to dream, and to lead. He gave inspiring speeches, including one at Stanford University where he said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." Steve Jobs passed away in 2011, but his ideas live on. Apple is now one of the most valuable companies in the world, and millions of people use its products every day. Steve's story reminds us that failure is not the end. It's a step toward something greater. Steve Jobs' life teaches us that passion and belief in yourself can lead to amazing things. Even when life knocks you down, you can rise again. Keep learning, keep dreaming, and never be afraid to be different. Because those who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. I hope you learned something new, and I hope you feel inspired. Keep practicing your English, and remember, your story is still being written.